Welcome back, Automotive Inc. here. Today, guys, I want to talk about something that's probably came up 24 times at the place I work. Place I work at, we repair semi-tractors, semi-trailers. We work on high-end RVs. We work on horse trailers. We work on pickups. We install hitches. We do all of that stuff. And so many times this has came up where customers have came in with their truck made sometime after 2013 when the fifth wheel Gooseneck Prep package became an option from Ram and then Chevy and then Ford. And it keeps coming in where people come in and say, I need a turnover ball installed in my truck because I need to haul a gooseneck trailer that I'm going to buy. And they check them in, gets pulled around later, and then the hitch install techs are looking at a truck that already has the fifth wheel tow prep in the truck itself, and they're just scratching their head like, what? Why would they want a turnover ball? So a turnover ball is basically a system that the ball just, you undo a latch on the side of the bed or whatnot, you pull the hitch out, you flip it over, and there's your 2 5/16 ball to haul a gooseneck. And then when you're done with it, you basically take the ball out, you flip it over, and you drop it in there. That's kind of how it kind of plays out. B&W seems to be the most popular, but there are several other brands. But at the end of the day, guys, if you have a Chevy fifth wheel Gooseneck Prep, it is welded into the frame and it is not coming out. So there was going to be some extensive modifications to put in a turnover ball when really the easiest solution is just the ball kit itself. So this is kind of like an educational video, and this is pretty much self-explanatory going across Ram, Chevy, and Ford. It doesn't really matter. Their systems are almost identical, although the hitches that you buy will be a little bit different if you're using the fifth wheel portion of that prep package. But all in all, the actual Gooseneck Prep, you can use a Ford one, you can use a Curt one, you can use a B&W one. So let's talk about it. All right, everybody. So this is Ford's Gooseneck fifth wheel prep package. So it basically comes with the built-in frame pieces, and I have a video. If you don't have this one installed on your Ford, you absolutely can. Ram, you can install aftermarket, buying their system and bolting it to the frame. Chevy has a very robust system, but you got to get that one from the factory, or you are relegated to an actual above bed plate or a turnover ball, so you can use some type of fifth wheel gooseneck adapter type system. So if you guys take a look at this guy, this is the Reese adapter. Now, cool thing about this one is I actually don't do a whole lot of gooseneck, but I do use fifth wheel. So the outer 4 holes on this side and this side basically use this locking cam system. The cool thing about this bracket is you can kind of see where the actual rail itself has probably just kind of scratched it. You can actually flip this system and use it on a Chevy. So the newer Chevys with this system, you can actually just unbolt it here, and over there on the other side, move the brackets in, and then use it, because this looks like an above bed rail piece. So it takes a standard above bed rail type fifth wheel hitch, so you can kind of use any of those. So you have that system if you have these 5 holes. Again, I have an install on the 22 older Super Duty. I have an install on the 24 Super Duty. But really, people come in and they have this hole, but they either pop the cover off and they're like, I don't have any, there's nothing down in there to latch anything, so I need a turnover ball system. Well, you don't need to. Now, our guys are more than glad to explain it to you and then help you find the right kit and install the ball itself. But really, you need this kit. Now, I just keep this kit no matter what truck I got, because this will work on Ram, this will work on Chevy, this will work on all of them. They're all basically very similar. You can decide which one you prefer the look of best. So a lot of people like the B&W look that seems more robust, and that's totally good. So this kit from Ford, I think it's like $250. All you guys need, if you have this whole system, is a kit similar to this. I'll put a couple links to the other ones, but basically you're going to drop it in there like this. You're going to pull this tab up. There's your turnover ball, guys. Now, you do have to carry it in this small suitcase. At the end of the day, it's not a big deal for me, but you drop that in there and you are ready to gooseneck. Okay, so that's what's really cool about this kit, is there's no more stuff. So if you guys are in deep mud and all stuff all the time, that B&W or the release for those typically can get kind of gunked up, so you got to keep that area clean. Now, As for, I call them the chain shackles, these are the same thing. They basically go in there. You're going to lift this little tab up, put it in there, turn around and drop it down. That's going to be, if you want it, typically on gooseneck, you're going to have it back here as for your safety chains. But in the event you wanted to use those for a tie down, you can put them in the hole and use them as a tie down in the middle of your bed. So it is kind of nice to have this entire system in here versus if you just go get a turnover ball, you're only going to get that, and then you're going to get these little D-ring looking clips that just kind of fall down in the bed rail itself. You can still use those as a tie down if you want, but they're pretty close together. So these ones are nice because you can use them in any 4 holes. And again, I'll put a link to the Curt, the B&W, Reese, and if I can find a Ford one on the Zon, it'll probably be cheaper than at the dealer. But then when you're done, guys, basically, some people say they don't feel this is very robust. I think it's robust enough to do what it needs to do. I think it's rated. Let's look here. If I remember right, this kit says it was rated at 26,000. So I think for the most part, you're good at that. Then you could upgrade to a more robust system. But then when you're done, like I said, you just kind of drop them back in the hole, shut your little suitcase and everything like that. So this is kind of like just an educational video. I don't mean to, if people already know what the heck this is, to have them be like, duh, I knew. But to be honest with you, there are a lot of people that are new to all the things these manufacturers are offering in the trucks. And so they just don't know. So why not share the information, save them time running to the dealers and the service shops to get something installed when literally they can buy this kit, put the ball in about 8 seconds, put their chain hooks in or whatever. Or on the flip side of that, if you're a fifth wheeler and you don't want to replace your hitch that you're in love with, like I do, I like my B&W fifth wheel hitch, you can buy this adapter. Chevy or Ford, it will work. Ram has to have a different style adapter to use a regular one, or they make hitches specifically that have the actual cam levers on there. They'll drop in the hole, you twist it, lock, you don't need the adapter. But for me, I didn't want to keep replacing my hitch, and so found a way to do it just like this, because once you get one of those hitches that is specific for Ram, it will not work in anything but a Ram, and same thing with Ford and Chevy. And these adapters basically give you all the little holes so you can just use your hitch. So I hope that helped explain a few things, guys, about what the factory tow, fifth wheel tow, gooseneck tow prep, whatever they want to call it on the sticker, that's what it is. The gooseneck ball kit is something completely different. You can order it from the manufacturer if you're getting it built, or you can go to your parts department, give them your VIN number at your dealer and have them pick it up, or you can just follow the link down below and that'll take you over there to it. So you can kind of pick which whenever you think looks best, works best for you and your weight purposes. And as always, guys, I appreciate you guys all being here, subscribing. It does help my small channel out, and I will always try and answer your comments and questions if you have them, and I appreciate it. We'll catch you on the next one.